offering of the 25th floor. Now, the 25th floor has been coming to us for a couple years now, and it's finally here, and we're excited to share it with you. We were shown in meditation a place called the 25th floor. Now, this is in the Ethereal Realm, and when you go up to the 25th floor and you look around, you'll see that there are divine healers there. And there are divine healers. It looks to me, Teri, I can't speak for you, but to me it looks like a huge triage hospital. Just huge, this massive room. And it's got bed after bed after bed of folks receiving clearing and healing. And there are divine healers around each of the beds. Now, I'm getting goosebumps saying this, I think that this is somewhat akin to the work that John of God was doing when he was walking in the light and connecting with divine healers from different places. Now, some of these divine healers are angelic or archangelic, we've seen that, and some of them are from otherworldly places. Now, I have worked with about six or eight divine healers for a couple of years now. I know that they are not angelic in form. I know that they are from otherworldly places. And I know that they are here to do amazing healing and working with people. It's very altruistic, it's of the light, and it's in accordance with the archangels, because every time I've worked with those divine healers, the archangels are there. And so I have that confidence that what is happening is divinely guided and divinely protected. And that's so important to me. Now, I've seen these healers do amazing things on a physical level and an emotional and a spiritual level. And so we've been guided to share that with you. Teri, do you want to add anything to the backstory of this?
They give us what we need at any given moment. So when one of these healers steps forward, it's because there's either a physical healing, mental, spiritual, emotional, whatever is needed. That's when they come forward, and then we begin to open up to what is possible with them. They're totally unlimited. They have no limits at all in what they're able to show us and how they can help us to find that healing energy inside of us.
Yes, and it's interesting too, because I have seen them do surgeries. I think you would call those psychic surgeries, I would guess. And I watched them. I stood right next to them and I watched them do it. I could tell you what body parts they were, and I know nothing about bodies. And then here in the physical, we saw the results of those surgeries. It was fascinating to me. So I do believe in their ability to do the work. Now, does that mean that we can go up and say, hey, I want you to heal this, and if you don't, what's wrong with you? There are some things that are our destiny, some things that are our fate, and they're not going to mess with that. They just aren't. Now, are there things that could be tweaked in that destiny or fate? Maybe. But they're not going to fix something that is one's destiny. Teri, thoughts on that?
Yeah, and they will not interfere with our free will, because that is our God-given right in these human experiences. So they will not just come in and zap us or fix something that perhaps is needed on our journey for us to grow from spiritually. So it's not taking away any of your free will at all. They're here for us to access, just like if you would go to a doctor, and this is not a medical solution to anything. We want to put that disclaimer out there that it's not to take the place of any medical attention that you might need. But this is available to everyone. So you can just envision yourself going, setting an appointment and going to these spiritual helpers just as the same as if you were to make that physical appointment with your medical professional.
Right. That's a really good point. We're not saying to you, go with us to the 25th floor and blow off your doctor's appointment. That we're not saying that at all. So please don't hear
Right.
that. Okay, just finishing sharing out here. So we are going to get started in what we call the clock. And this clock is a place of, I'll do that later. This clock is a place of sacred space. So if you would close your eyes with us, and we're just going to take a couple breaths. Now, when we talk about the clock, we're talking about this space where we're in the middle of it. And if we look above us, we can see the Creator. If we look below us, we see Archangel Azrael. And at what would be every hour on the clock, there is a different member of the divinity, whether it's an archangel, the Christ consciousness, Divine Mother. There are now 13 members around the clock that are here to support us. So we're going to invite them in first. So, and I'm going to go through this pretty quickly, but then we're just going to sit in their presence. So this is just setting the ground for us to go to the 25th floor, knowing we're divinely guided. So above us, we're bringing in the energy of the Creator. 1 o'clock, we're inviting in the energy of the Christ consciousness. We're going to bring in Archangel Zadkiel. Archangel Raphael. Archangel Metatron. Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Cassiel. Archangel Azrael. Archangel Uriel. Archangel Raziel. Archangel Ariel. Archangel Michael. And the Divine Mother. So let's just sit here and just for a couple of minutes, just feeling their energies with us. Teri, are you feeling all of these divine energies?
Oh, I certainly am. And my hands are on fire. Oh, they come through so powerfully. And I just want to give gratitude for this moment, gratitude for this divine help that we have available to us.
So Archangel Raziel is really all excited about taking us here. He has promised to be a liaison with the 25th floor for us. So we're all going to walk over to a really big elevator because it has enough space for all of us. So let's walk on over. In your mind's eye, see us and all of these archangels and spiritual divinity going on over to this ethereal elevator. And I just saw we all changed clothes. Teri, I see everybody is now in white gowns. So step into the elevator. There's room for everyone. Archangel Raziel's pushing the button that says 25. We're going to the 25th floor. This was shown to us in meditation, so we're going with it. And as we feel the elevator starting to rise, us in it, do know you always have free will. If you want to go up and just look around, you can. If you want to stay on the elevator, you can. No one's going to do anything to you without your express permission. Teri, are you noticing anything as we head up?
I am, Ruth. I noticed as soon as the elevator doors closed, it felt like there was energy starting to move in the throat chakra. And I felt like I needed to clear my throat or cough. So there's already a clearing of our energy just by taking that step, just by making that commitment to get in the elevator. There's already an energy flowing out to help us to get in touch with where that stuck energy is inside that can be cleared away with the presence of these angels, our creator, and utilizing the colors that will be brought forth to us. And I see the elevator, the inside of the elevator is yellow.
And that's Archangel Raziel's color.
It's Raziel, yeah.
They wanted me to explain the term Galactic Federation to you. I don't know everything that it means. I know that there's some conspiracy theories out there having to do with the Galactic Federation. I don't aspire to any of those conspiracy theories. What I do know is in meditation, as I was working with the divine beings over the last several years, I knew that there was something a little different about them, that they were not the typical angels that I am used to working with. And maybe about a month ago, it was shown to me that they are truly otherworldly, and not just from one place. They're sort of a composite of energies from different places. And they told me that when we work with the divine healers, to mention the Galactic Federation, which my understanding it's a composite of folks from other worldly places coming together wanting to do good for folks here on Earth. So that's why we refer to the Galactic Federation. And as we're rising higher and higher, as I look around, I see that anybody that is in the elevator, those elements of the 3D have just sort of dropped away. And as we get higher and higher, maybe you can feel the elevation happening in the elevator. I know I can. If you look down, I'm not seeing skin, I'm not seeing bodies, I'm really seeing spirit coming up in the elevators. Teri, thoughts?
Just the energy is what's being perceived right now. Our bodies are energy, and as it moves and swirls around, we see that it's not as solid at all. It's really just energy. So moving into that mindset that it's not the body that we're working with right now, it's the spirit being.
Okay. Now we've stopped at the top, and Archangel Michael and Archangel Raziel have turned to face us. Let's see if we can hear what it is that they're sharing. I'm hearing, welcome, we're here to support you. Anything taking place here is for your highest good as a spiritual being. Nothing can take place without your permission. If you want at any time, call out to Archangel Michael, Divine Mother, any of the archangels we have working with us here, and they will be right there with you. I want to tell you very quickly about the beings that I have worked with, and I know that there are many others up here on the 25th floor that I have not met. I've worked with Rose and Blue. They help to calm our nervous systems. They help to anesthetize. You won't feel any pain, I promise you. Lemon helps with the endocrine system. Radiance helps to make sure that we are walking in accordance with our soul's purpose. She always gravitates above, which I think is fun. She really is more of the angelic realm. And I've worked with Doctors Staunch, Dr. Might, and Dr. Gray. Dr. Gray helps with pain relief as well. So, Teri, we're ready to open the doors?
Absolutely. And I'm actually seeing like that button on the wall as if you were going into a surgery suite where you push the button and the doors just flow open. It's a gentle movement with these. It's welcoming. It's safe. And that's one thing Michael is assuring. This is a safe place for you to be at this moment. I'm also feeling one of my spirit guides from the Galactic Realm who showed up for me about 4 years ago. And he's very happy to be working alongside all of these other beings that are here that Ruth mentioned.
And I see so many tables. I guess I'm understanding now that this is part of Open Clinic, like another section of Open Clinic, because Open Clinic is open 24/7. It can be attended to by spirit that is in body, like us, or those that have already passed. So why would someone who's already passed be seeking healing? I would say that would be more on an emotional and spiritual level.
Yes.
And due to the trauma of physical issues that had happened in past lives, is what I'm seeing, to help them release that trauma. So that's interesting to watch. Now, you can just stand here along the wall if you want. You can walk in between the surgical beds if you want, and they're not all surgical beds. Some of them are like in the doctor's office where you get to sit up on that chair that lies down. But just take a look around, and if it feels like there's a group that you want to go join. So I see like at every place there's at least 3. Some there's even just 1. Divine healers, go where it feels comfortable to you. If you want to have a team approach, go to where there's more. If you would be more comfortable with just 1, go to where there's just 1.
I'm seeing all of these energetic beings moving and finding that doctor, nurse, whoever is going to be of service to you. I actually see the movement happening. As you feel the magnetic pull, the energetic pull toward that one that is there just for you.
I'm also seeing that some of these were doctors in real life. So maybe they've passed, but they are still doing their doctoring work. This is an interesting combination of beings that are here working. It really does remind me of the concept of John of God. If you are worried about time, remember that time is a man made construct. These healers will work at their pace, which is very quick compared to anything we could imagine here. So don't worry about that. If you have any other worries, tell them what your worries are.
Starting to feel into some of what's going on with those that have come in with their, I don't want to call it problems, but with their issues, their reason for showing up, the way that they have brought forth something to be looked at and examined today. And I feel a lot of energy throughout the neck, chest, and back area. So there's doctors, some of these spiritual helpers that are ministering to people in that area. And one thing that my spirit guide and this spirit guide has asked me to refer to him as Sovi. And he shared with me when he first came to me 4 years ago, he shared the scan, how you can envision an X-ray screen where with our 3D technology, you stand there and this radiation process looks at the inside of you. And these beings are able to do that without any radiation, without any special machinery. They're able to do a scan of your energetic being and see, go right to the problem and see what's there that maybe just needs a little tweak, a little alignment, a little energy upgrade. So that's what they're doing right now. So if it's you that's feeling that energy in your neck, just allow it to come in. Or maybe it's the back, feel some toward the middle of the back. There's someone that came in with headaches, constant chronic headaches. And that's a different area that you've gone to. And I see that chair that Ruth was mentioning earlier, where you just sit in the chair and just lean back. I want you to just lean back. Just allow the being working with you to do the scan and see what needs to be upgraded and touched. And maybe there's some energy that's not moving. And that's what's creating that pressure and that stress inside.
And I saw that Divine Mother just went to you and is holding your left hand. So maybe you can feel that. I also see somebody's having a knee worked on. Looks like a left knee. See Dr. Staunch. with a scalpel. These beings will only present themselves in ways that you are comfortable with and that you can see, which I think is intriguing. They can shapeshift, so you are more comfortable. And I can also hear interesting kinds of communication taking place, like languages I've not heard. Yeah.
There's also some sound healing happening. So as you're being worked on, your chakra system is being brought into alignment with sound, with toning. Some of these sounds are very low, very guttural, and that feels like it's going right into the root chakra for someone. So lots of energy happening in that root, not just for the feeling of safety and security, but there's a lot of physical things going on in that root chakra for many of you. And I see it's like a energy from a broken bone that's healed, but still creating some pain energy. The bone has fused back together, but there's like a weeping out of pain every so often. So whoever it is that has that, just allow this healing to take place. Allow that pain energy to be cleared away.
I see a mother who brought a young son, probably about 4 to 6 years old, and he has health issues. I see her sitting next to him. Thank you for bringing him in faith, that there'd be help and support for you here. I'm seeing empty beds with guides around, so when we're finished, if you have friends that would benefit from this kind of otherworldly support, please tell them. I'm feeling the release of tears, fear and frustration, tiredness from feeling so physically compromised all the time.
I'm seeing people being able to breathe again, that release from the respiratory issue that was going on. A lot of people that had experienced this virus that took over the earth this past year and those lingering after effects, those were creating an energy in the respiratory system. So I see some of that just going, and the ability to breathe deeply again is such a gift. I see them really just rising up and leaving now, because that was what they came for. There's a whole section dedicated just to those who were affected by the virus.
That's what I saw.
Yeah, and it's full.
And I heard, but there's always an extra bed.
Mhm.
There are no limits here. There's no limits to the number of folks that can receive support. And I'm reminded that sometimes by clearing energy, it can help support physical healing.
It's all interconnected, is what they're saying. When you work on the emotional level to clear up anything that's being held back, held down inside of you, it releases that pain energy that's attached. So that's why the tears are flowing. That's why your heart feels so full after your energy's been cleared emotionally. You actually feel the release of it going from you. It's like a balloon rising up. You just see it going up to the universe.
I'm reminded of the Creator, Teri, that all this was ultimately created by the Creator, that all of the things that we would call otherworldly were also created by the Creator. This isn't stepping out of any understanding of God, it's broadening, expanding our understanding. If you feel finished, you can either ask Radiance to join you. Radiance is an angel, and she works with you on connecting you with your soul's purpose. So you can ask her to join you, or you can come back and join us over by the elevator. You can walk around, and there's no HIPAA laws here, folks. So, if you walk around, you can see what other beings are doing with other spirits. I'm being reminded that if you had work done on you today, you might want to take it easy a little bit. See how you're feeling. See if you notice anything. You very well might feel something on the physical level from the work that was done today.
And if you did receive relief in any form, please give gratitude. Just let these beings know how grateful you are for being seen, heard, acknowledged, and loved. And also congratulate yourself for showing up. You made that conscious choice to be here. You heard the call and you came. And the more you open your mind to what is possible, the more miracles come into your life.
And I'm hearing, as always, to take good care of yourself. Drink water, as we would do after any energetic work at all.
And rest.
Now, you may stay on the 25th floor for as long as you want. We'll head down in the elevator, but if you want to stay, stay. And the archangels will stay with you as well. And when you're ready, just go to the elevator and push ground floor, and it'll bring you right back down. So, Teri, do you want to bring us down the elevator?
Yes, I want you to see that panel on the elevator. Just see the button that's lit up that's taking us down to the ground floor. And as you feel the energy of coming back down, just think of that word ground. Think of the earth and how grounding that energy is. So just take a breath in and feel your body now. Feel the connection with gravity to the earth. Feel Mother Gaia just welcoming you, sending that beautiful, healing, grounding energy up right from the center of Earth. And feel yourself start to become more balanced, stronger in your root chakra, awake and aware of where you are as you see the doors open up and you see that you are in the room where your physical body is sitting or lying. And just allow a moment, just as if you were rising up from the bed or a chair in the doctor's office. Just allow a moment for your energy to fully return to your human body. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes, move your fingers and your toes, and make sure, like Ruth said, to take good care of you. To honor if you need to lay down for a bit, do that rest. If you're feeling that you need water, get the water. Whatever is needed, you will be reminded throughout the day that this is how the healing happens. This is the process to clear out anything that was unlike love, anything that wasn't the highest vibrating energy inside. And pay attention to any shifts, any changes. If there's pain that went away, if there's emotional pain that may be cleared up, you're able to release some of the things that you were holding on to. Release them with love. And love on yourself all day today. Celebrate you. Celebrate who you are and your purpose for being here on this earth plane. And keep this fresh in your memory bank. You can come back, you can revisit, you can go up that elevator anytime you want, and you'll always be supported. You'll always have that place, that bed waiting for you, or that chair. It's always there and available. So don't be a stranger to this 25th floor. Come back and have that experience as much as you want. Whenever you feel that need to have support and there's no one physically there for you, just go to the 25th floor and just sit in that energy. And we thank you for joining us today. We thank you for having this experience. And we know there's going to be many more because we've opened up this energy field now and we've introduced you to what is possible. And I love that thought process. What is possible? There's no limits. We live in a world of unlimited potential. So thank you again for being here. Ruth, thank you for guiding us on this experience. So much gratitude to you.
Well, we have so much gratitude to the archangels, the spiritual divinity, and all of the divine healers. So much gratitude. Thank you, Teri. Thanks for being here on this journey, this groundbreaking journey for Enlightened World Network. Friends, thank you. Thank you for trusting us. Thank you for being here with us. Let us know how this went for you. If you want to Facebook message Teri or me, and just let us know what that was like for you. And if you have any friends that would benefit from going to the 25th floor with this meditation, just share this meditation out with them. There's so much support for us here, and we want to share that with you. So thank you. Take good care, everyone, and God bless.
Bye, everybody.